Welcome to the house that Rockne built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's evolved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Leaves it with the back. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the air, it's Leonard. Got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
That touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bowman. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. And the Sooners are flying down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Sooners. What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation. Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man in the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Looking for the score! And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Barnes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as it got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. And they'll just down it right there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got his man in the middle. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on going up top. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To throw, it's Arnold. Fires to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Fighting off the defender. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. First down to start the drive after the break. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're bringing heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And it's the free safety. He comes in and makes the sack. We don't get to say that very often, usually back in coverage, but you could tell had a little speed there. Go get the quarterback, go get him on the ground.
Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got his man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. The RPO, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame would love to just bleed this clock dry. Dropping back, it's Leonard. He's got his man, makes the grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after